I feel like in many ways I'm that guy that's like came out of nowhere and people are like, where the fuck this motherfucker come from? Like with the boldness of my spirit, of my soul. And I feel like it's very, it's just very noticeable, and it just is what it is. So, but what I want to say is that when the cultural thing was to buy clothes and look good and listen to this music and date these men or these women and go to these bars and these clubs, and this is where you can be seen, this is what makes you cool, this is what makes you this is what makes you that. Listen to this guy, so you believe this, listen to this politician, believe that religion, so our parents are proud of us. All that is just, who created that? That's a character. And that's how Jim Carrey figured it out. He said, if it was so easy to come from character to character while I was acting, then I started thinking, who is this Jim Carrey fellow? Think about that. Because that makes so much sense when I'm out here on a road that no one can even drive, where probably the next person or thing that hears my voice is a bear that's like, this motherfucker better not come up to me. That's when you find yourself. I don't exist outside of this. So all that shit, Oklahoma, Putnam City, male, whatever you want to call it, all that's bullshit. It's an illusion. It's a character. I am something beyond that. Now, with that being said, now I know how to go and play the characters well, so that I can navigate through the trees up the mountain of my life. And I'm doing it for myself. I mean, this is just how I learned how to get up. But don't be pretend. See, some of y'all are stuck down there in the valleys whispering and gossip, and you're fake. You're like Barbie dolls, or men, you're like Ken dolls. And it's pathetic is what it is. And you are something more than that. And if that's what you want to do, if you want to live that kind of life, I guess that's cool. I mean, as long as you don't hurt anybody. But the problem is like some of y'all think y'all are better than other people, and you're really not hot shit at all. Like, in fact, you're just a fucking pretender. You're fake. You're not even real. Who you think you are isn't even real. There's no substance behind it. The difference between that person and the person I am is the characters I play have substance behind them. I'm not just bullshitting. I'm playing a character while I'm walking on the same ground. That's what gives me authority. That's how life works. That's why you work for people who went and they treaded ground with authentic, genuine, real spirit personality. They weren't faking. They weren't pretending. They weren't doing it for someone else. They weren't doing it for an image. They were doing it for purpose, something beyond that. It's like nature. We exist to, we belong to it. We exist for it. That's just what we are. We are nature. We are animals. We have instinctive drives. Why? Because that leads us, that lets us know where to go and where to take our generations afterwards. I'm just saying, some of y'all got caught up in this capitalism. You got caught up in the marketing. All it was marketing. It was a marketing ploy to get you to buy their product. And you got caught up in the character they created for you. Which is fine. But you're not that person. You are beyond that. So if you want to play that character and let them benefit from you playing it, that's different. That's on top. That's being on top of the mountain. That's my status. That's what I did. I learned how to get on top, not of people, but of myself. And the views, there's enough room here. There is enough room here for everybody, metaphorically. So the views, if you can get up here, then you're my friend, because you know what it's like. It's not easy to get up here. So it's a different language. All I'm saying is, don't think that the character is who you are, because you're beyond the character. So figure out, the best way I found is to get in nature. Get alone. Listen, just listen to this. I'm going to stop talking. There's nothing. No sound. There's no one to be. There's nowhere to be. There's no one to impress. It's just you. And then you see that's all you ever were. There was just so much energy, so much pulling on you from your family and the city and work and school and all of these things that were expected of you. You never got quiet to realize which part of you was actually really you. So when you get into nature and it gets quiet, you can breathe with what you came from. And you realize that David Ryan, I'm something beyond what they thought. They're not ready yet. And that's how I understand Eminem, Jay-Z, those people more. Eminem said, I created a monster Because nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady. I'm chopped liver. And if you want Shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor, some vodka that'll jumpstart your hot clicker. See what I'm saying? He gave that to you because that's what he thought you wanted. So you are something beyond those characters. Damn it, I'm about to move these to 6-minute videos because I'll keep going over 5. I'm out. Peace and love.